Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I have exciting news. So, no, the bridge is not gone. It's still there. Wait. Oh yeah, it's still there. Okay, so that's not the exciting news anyway. The exciting news. Do you notice anything? I'm traveling and we've not stuttered any. We ran into the stairs. That's our own fault. I still can't explain this mess. But check this out. 247. Sky. See? I was downstairs. I was pushing over 1,000 FPS. And so that's not a big deal. You can cap it at 60. You're fine. But it's a telltale sign. And what I did, I got so ticked off with this. All this happening, not being able to play on top of that. I just went in and I was like, what can I do here? This is getting ridiculous, right? So, I scaled... I don't even know what that is. But I clicked it and the game killed itself again, which now that I think about it, that could be how, if that bridge showed up because of chunk corruption, that could very well be how it happened, because I've had the game literally crash. This time it happened just now. It was like Java binary error or something or another. So we've done that, but something I did that was stupid. I changed clouds from fancy to fast. And now instead of being like dimensional objects, they're just more of like a linear structure with no depth. And I cut the render distance down just a little bit. And the game has not stuttered once. So the clouds sort of look stupid, but you know what? If I can play now, so be it. The other thing I want to do, this bridge is weird, right? I don't know if I like break this plank, if that will disappear over there. Oh, my inventory is full, that's right. So, let's go see. Again, I've never seen this. I don't understand it. I don't be accustomed to moving quickly anymore. Okay, so that's there. I think it's that side, and that's there. Okay. We also, in a clip I did off camera when I was testing things, we had a Reuben, so I'm breaking that one now. So we've got a spruce plank missing on both sides. I guess this one would need to have been in place when we tested it that way. I don't know. But anyway, so here we are. And I'm going to have to... Oh, by the way, that empty water bucket, that water just disappeared. It's the water that we took from over there that it said we didn't take. Yeah, it's funny how that works out, isn't it? Just lagged a little bit behind, I would say, right? So, Minecon Earth was today pretty cool. It's the aquatic update, which I'm very scared about that ruining things. You know, kind of like the Cathedral of the Skull. They showed fences. You know, fences used to stop water. Now water flows realistically through the fence. They didn't show signs. They didn't mention signs. I'm extremely worried about it. But what I want to do here, okay, let's get to a point where I can't... Okay, from over here, we should be able to see both bridges. I don't know what this does. I've never actually done it. If we come in here and we do F3G, right, we've got our chunk borders. So I want to investigate this with you. So, okay. We're inside a chunk. This looks familiar, these two strips here. I literally think this chunk transposed itself. Is the torch there? Would the torch travel there? Let's find out, shall we? Yes, okay, so that's that is a frickin' chunk, if I've ever seen one, my friends. And unfortunately for me, in addition to this transposing itself here, it also wiped out A, the side of my bridge, and B, the nice clean pathway we'd spent time making. So here's the thing. I'm gonna get right here. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm scared to do that this close to my base. I don't know what this does. But we're fixing things in this game. We're making progress. I mean, I haven't been able to move this freely since like the springtime when the creators update came out, right? So we can see both bridges from here fairly well, half of a bridge anyway. Those are not glitched. That's what I left there, if you recall, to have the original height of this hill that we slowly terraform. So there is a deal. If we come in and we Shift F3. No, it's F3Q, right? Yes, Shift F3 pulls this up, our little rendering thing. Pie chart, whatever you want to call it. So F3 plus A is reload chunks. I don't think this will do anything adverse because what's adverse has already happened. In a perfect world, that just disappears and some transcendental. Oh, that looks really cool, actually. Awesomeness, and that stays intact. And I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we are going to do it. So F3A. No, it's still there. Okay, buzzkill. Let's get rid of these chunk borders. Well, we tried it. I guess we're just stuck with that. And I think it literally transposed every single thing. The lava, I think, like, I could break that spruce plank that we broke. I think I could dig straight down there. And if I hit redstone at Y28, 27, 26, gold at Y25 and 24, and diamond at Y13, 12, and 11, which probably wouldn't happen, but I think I could dig straight down there, do that, and then come and dig straight down there. Somehow, I don't understand it. I've tried to read up on it. All I can figure is people have, the sun is harder to see with these clouds, actually. But people have said, like, if the game crashes, it can have, like, some map error where then it re-renders that way. And I don't know if it was, like, limited to just that or what exactly. But I'm pretty... I guess... Let's go ahead and fill this. But I guess we sort of dodged a bullet in the sense that, we hadn't really done anything there yet. But I don't know. It still sucks is the bottom line. But I can finally feel like I could cave if we want to. I don't have to, like, see a mob and frantically turn away from a dark place because I'll just assume that I'm going to stutter. So this is so weird. Not just getting here and being, then jump type of a thing. That's how the game is played literally since like April or May, somewhere in there. So welcome back, Minecraft. And it's... Oh, that black sheep in that chest scared the snot out of me for some reason. I guess because I'm expecting, like, horrible, terrible things, right? That's probably what the catch is. I can't wait to go in there. I've been wanting to do that for so long. But anyway, here's the deal. So, where did I want to come across? We might ought to start over there. I think that's my piece of cobble. Do I have a path block? Thought I did. I don't know. I think I'll go over there. And we're going to start work on a really big bridge. I've got quite a bit of cobble. And I'm wondering if I should turn it into... What's that? Nothing? Okay. I wonder if I should turn it into a... just slabs, possibly? Because with the slabs, we're not going to have anything spawn on it, i.e. a creeper, that would then blow up said bridge. But at the same time, if we did slabs, we would have a hard time connecting. You know what I'm saying? Like if we decided to put a set of stairs underneath it or something. So, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what we'll do. This still renders out fine in the distance. I don't know what it was, but I have not stuttered the game, I should say. I might still stutter from time to time. But the game... Oh, wow. Cathedral of the Skull, looking pretty good from here. My little lone pine, that looks pretty sweet too. So, here's the deal, folks. I am turned around, aren't I? Yes, I am. What was that? I felt like there was a stick of cobble that went straight across. Who knows? Anyway, we need to go this way. That's what we're concerned about. So, will this be magnificent, amazing, terrible, horrible? I don't really know yet, but I'm thinking I'm just going to throw down cobble across here and take it in stride. So I should have paid attention to my Y over there, actually. I'm feeling like, is this going to be it? Maybe? Or is it up 1? Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to just stop here. And I will be going from somewhere over here to somewhere over there. And I hope it's cool. I hope it turns out neat. That's what I'm going for. And we might not finish this bridge for a long time in terms of, ooh, it looks nice from down there. But in terms of, hey, I can walk from there to here, yes, it should be done pretty soon. So that's what I'm going to get going on here, and I will catch you back in just a few seconds. Everybody, Wiisdom here, 1:21 in the morning, making some progress here. Got a nice little setup, a mix of cobble and smooth stone slabs. And what I've kind of done, so this was our original connection point, and then my thoughts were, wait, if we're going to have people coming into the kingdom, number one, there's really like no good place to do this, right? Would they enter behind the wall, or would they enter in front of the wall? And my answer was, well, authorized people would enter behind the wall, and non-authorized people would enter in front of the wall, right? So if the king and the queen stroll in here, they're going to go in behind the wall. If it's like some scumbag merchant peddling stuff no one really wants, they're going to go this way, all right? And so we'll eventually build like a path down, I guess kind of around the wall, maybe type of a thing, that would then lead in through here. I'm not 100% sure. But sort of this is what I've gotten. So the whole thing is going to be this wide, right? Typically most of the time. But then here, when this is sort of like, hey, you're getting really close to the kingdom, buddy, that's when we narrow it down from like a 5 wide to a 3 wide. I've got a guard tower here. It was originally what I decided to do to break up the monotony of having just a straight bridge, you know, literally perfectly straight. I thought, okay, let's do something I've never seen anyone in Minecraft do, which is put a jut on this side and a jut on that side. My logic was, from up here, you can't really, I guess you can. So this almost goes over the river just a little, but it's primarily over land. And my thoughts were, it's a lookout point for anything and everything that's going to be coming in from that direction. And so to balance that and maintain interest, we've done the same thing up here. Obviously, I haven't fleshed this one out just yet. And so this one, it kind of lines up the same way, and it's sort of going to be, you could be positioned here when it's finished out, and you can, you know, patrol the path approaching. You can kind of keep an eye on the woods here, since, I mean, it is a pretty defensible position. The river, should anyone come sailing through. You can even monitor that creepy dude that steals Wi-Fi in the van down by the river. Alright? And then my thing was, like this, I had thrown up. It's one of the first things I did here. And what my thoughts were was like, hey, if I've got this bridge here, you know, I need to be able to have somebody maintain a lookout, right? And so there's actually a birch tree that went up nearly that tall. And when I climbed up there, I loved the vantage point that I had from it. And so it actually may have been, I guess it was probably like 2 or 3 blocks lower, but it's a really good view. You can see the cathedral, the skull, all sorts of stuff over there, including the river structure. And I thought, I should have a watchtower here type of a thing, sort of like a grand entry. And then I thought, you know what, why not even maintain more of an interest by making this symmetrical over here. And so basically the watchtower I was going to have there is going to be here. And then of course right here we'll sort of have like a preliminary checkpoint type of a thing. I'm thinking sort of like some little grand entryway here, if you will. I recorded some. I may put it in as a time lapse, probably will. But we've got a nice path sort of cleared out through here. It will connect to our little path by the lake type of a thing. We'll finish this pathway out, kind of get it to the flat ground here fairly soon. These two here, we've got 5s. It worked out really well. I didn't measure this. I just threw stone down. I'm not sure. I don't think wood would really look good there. So I'll probably just go with the slabs. But for the time being, this is kind of what I've got. And then again, so picture yourself coming from that direction, getting clearance, having to go through security here that's monitoring you. I knew you were coming long before you arrived, and then you sort of have to traverse this, and when you get to this checkpoint here, it's going to be like, well, hey, you're not just going to waltz on into the kingdom, buddy. You're going to have to go down here, you little peasant. And so that, of course, like I said, we still have to flesh out this path, but oh, that looks really cool from down here. I've got to say, I don't have the legs or anything, so it's Minecraft, what can I say? But I was thinking sort of like in this area, we could have like this little arched entryway where we would have like the traveling merchants and whatnot enter. Not that there are any in the game, but we can pretend that there are, and oh, we will. So I've never actually seen this from down here. And I did have one scare. It was a baby zombie, and he trekked all the way up there, and I had to snipe him, and he instantly died because our bow is amazing. So, yeah, this is kind of where we're at. That up there, the stairs are floating on top of slabs, so I'm gonna have to redo that. But I went ahead. I thought, this should be more prominent coming in. So and I wanted it lit, obviously. So that's sort of where the cobble walls came in. Right here, I'm torn. Right? Like, I don't know if I just have this narrow pathway and a fence on this side that'll allow people into this back area, and then possibly like some fancy promenade down, or if I want to do that, or if I just want it to be like this troll where you like fall to your demise, we could put like a lava pit down there, which kind of would be out of place. But the other thing I thought about doing is like, okay, what if we just had this as like an observation area, maybe? And I'm not really 100% sure what we're going to do. But the main thing, this is finally going to allow us to sort of extend the wall of Wiisdom, which is going to be a good thing, and we will probably do that. And like I said, I wanted to entrench this little pond here, sort of have like a fresh water supply for the kingdom. And so we'll probably swing the wall out more along the river and then take it that way. So that's just sort of a quick little update again. I'll probably eat something, and I'm thinking I will. Oh, that is not steak. I was like, what is the problem? I'll probably finish this out, get it to where I won't fall through. Again, I'm not too concerned about the supports just yet. I kind of want to get like the general concept dialed in. And once we've done that, we'll sort of take it all in stride and see what we can do. But yeah, for now, I think it's coming together fairly well. Hopefully you agree with me. But it's definitely going to be way easier to just use this than constantly having to swim and traverse hillsides up to paths. And we will have that pathway, but I feel like this is far enough over that we can do some other things with it, including going that direction. So that's kind of what I'm thinking we'll do. But anyway, I will quit rambling. I'll be placing some slabs, and I'll catch you back here in just a little bit. Well, just found out where all the evil sounds were coming from. This was so cool. I didn't have to worry about anything bad happening to me. It was like I didn't have to. I mean, I worry about bad things happening, but in terms of like, oh no, lag, nope, nothing. In terms of, well, I can't go in here, the game's gonna stutter really bad, nothing. It was just awesome, and I'm so happy. Um, that said, I guess I did at one point go down through there. I just didn't ever light this up because I remember thinking it was cool that it all connected. Um, yeah, not too shabby. So I've done a little bit more, and that's a terrible arch, a way terrible arch. I did center it for whatever that's worth, and apparently not much. Um, I think it needs to be lower, really, is the big thing, because we don't have this. I'm going with a natural landscape here, so gonna rework that sucker. Haven't done too much else. I've kind of widened that out up there, and we're gonna see if we can't maybe, get something better here. So now that that stuff's eliminated and lit up, I should be able to work in peace, and I'll see what I can crank out. Everybody, Wiisdom here. We are back. A little bit of time has passed. I started recording this episode when Minecon Earth got over, and it is now Sunday night after Thanksgiving. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Trying to get this ready for today. And man, the game has still not lagged on me this entire time I've been playing tonight. We may go in there next time. I'm pretty excited. I've got some plans for that area. I've also been thinking of some things there. Nonetheless, where we're at, I think I've widened this since I saw you. I'm sort of wanting to bring this around the perimeter type of a thing. We'll probably do that next episode. I have also, the most recent thing I did is kind of fill that in a little bit. And I did that because I went ahead and made that happen over here as well. So we still have some odds and ends to do on this thing. The majority of it has, of course, been done off camera. I also just redid this. I sort of like towered it out, added the fences, the slab design here. Kind of brought it down. Now that the trees have despawned, you can get a better feel for the pathway that we made that direction. Right here, I got sick of jumping. So I went ahead and finally put some stairs in. This I just added because I was like, man, that does not look believable with that floating there, and so I think it kind of works okay. If you come over this direction, you can kind of see where I'm at with this piece here, and I just basically, we came down right underneath where we were. I put a piece of stone brick, came down 3 stone brick, came down 4 stone brick, came down 4 stone brick again. I closed that thing off, didn't I? I did. Let me see if I can get in here for you. Boom. Alright, so this side here, I was sort of thinking it'd be nice to have natural light coming inside, right? It lines up over there fairly decent. Of course, what I tried to do, and you'll note right here, this is the natural terrain of the landscape, right? So I went ahead and I chiseled out that side, and then I just kind of started leaving it natural. This one over here, of course, was all, we just dug down a block or two on that end. But over there, I'm thinking since that's integral, if you will, it's sort of like the midpoint almost, a little closer to that side, I suppose. I'm thinking we'll just probably fill it in, maybe have like a block or two open to let some natural light come in. This, however, is pretty swanky in this area. The plan, of course, is to drop ladders down from where we already had them. I think that'll kind of be the cool way to do it. And so if we come in, pretend we were coming from the Cathedral of the Skull or the lake bed over that direction, you would approach this. It looks pretty grand. We'll probably do like some wood slabs and stuff to sort of build up to this thing. But you come up here, it's totally fenced off on this side. How much cobble? None. Okay. So if we were to pop up here, that's actually a pretty freaking sweet view, isn't it? I think it is, man. So that's cool. I wonder where those trees are exactly. Might have to investigate that. But this is our vantage point from this side. Again, the Lonely Pine worked out quite well for a marker. You can sort of see the Cathedral of the Skull in that direction as well. But let's take this ladder down to be spiffy and mix it up a little. So again, I'll have to detail that out. We still need to kind of finish out the, I cut that out from down below. That's probably where I'll put a ladder so we can drop down in there if we're so inclined. Through here, you've got a pretty good vantage point there. I'm wondering if we should connect the river at some point. I need to see where exactly that goes. I'm assuming it's just right out to the ocean, but I've been misled by rivers before, needless to say. So if you come through here, this is kind of just another vantage point looking that direction at our existing tower, and it's pretty beefy looking. It does seem like it could potentially hold this span of the bridge. Realistically, there should probably be some supports in the middle. I'm not sure that I'll put any because this is a video game, and I think it might look better without them. So if it was going to fall, it would have already done it, is what I'm saying, right? So this tower area here is a little interesting. Again, I think I'll just close it in and leave like an opening or two for natural light. Would probably be the best way to do it. I've sort of brought the brick over. We'll probably trim that out somehow, kind of cool. And then this is where we were at with this one. I initially had that one big arch that I wasn't a huge fan of. I've now sort of expanded it. And not quite sure exactly what we're gonna do with it, but it kind of gives you the illusion you're like coming in, and eventually we'll have like some festive type of a thing here. That is this side of the bridge, which again the plan is to sort of bring in and sort of cascade down somehow. This is still open, just runs to the outside. We lit that up. That actually doesn't, I think, go any deeper. Or if it did, I think we've been in it, type of a deal. The big thing now is kind of like, what direction do we take this? And I'm kind of thinking, let's see if we can get up here again. Maybe we'll have a better feel for it. I've thrown torches up over here. I think I did that off camera. No clue where because I don't see any, but I promise I did. Maybe it was actually up there that I put it. Somewhere there's torches, just take my word for it. But here's the thing. I don't really want to come out of there. I'm thinking we will, lovely, run the wall perhaps just along the riverbank type of a deal. Would be the best way to do this, maybe. Oh, we hit the edge of that. I've been able to MLG again, though. It's quite nice. So I would like this to be secured. I've been through here? I guess I have. So nothing too major there, but I kind of want to run the wall through there again. That'll give us a lot of territory for bonus bricks. We will do the same there. And then, of course, once we get over into this area, if we're running the wall along there, we will have an awful lot of Easy access for bonus bricks, which is what I am wanting to have. So our only signs of life in this area, we've kind of got like the Lost Woods entry points, a couple of them. There should be the ravine somewhere through here, and that's kind of something that will tie in with another episode soon, I have to say. Oh, dadgum, speaking of the ravine, there's part of it, huh? So glad I marked that, but there it is from the distance. I've never actually seen it from back over here. Oh, that looks pretty cool, I have to say. Well done, self. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you've got sort of like your intimidating structure, and then you're going to come in. We'll have the wall sort of cascading through here, flowing with the river, I would assume. It'll be cool, and more importantly, functional for the bonus bricks. But we'll probably, maybe off camera, I'll finish out how I want to, take care of that stuff. The pillars, did we go much through here, or does this just pop right out? I think it pops out. No. Where does this freaking go? I've been here. Just, how long ago? I don't want to. Oh, I bet I did this when the Lost Woods was going on. Okay. Let's not even worry about that right now. But I do like the natural meander of this for some purposes. How the heck? Okay. So wow, that's quite the labyrinth there, and this is my little lake that I like pretty well. The thing is pretty freaking deep, which could come in handy. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I'm thinking next episode we're gonna work that thing all the way to the ground level. We'll probably finish that out if at all possible. And I'm thinking we'll cave there and we will cave here, because we need to do that. So tempting just to run in there now. But hey, that's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna stick to our guns and just wrap everything up here. So the other thing I will probably do off camera, I've thought about it. I think the little feedback I had on it was people saying, hey, just tear it down. And that is, of course, the glitch bridge. If you wondered, it is still there. I've been having issues with stuff. I think there must be a lot of shallow caves in this region. But let me just go ahead and throw down the bed here. We'll wake up in the morning and I will show you that the bridge is still there. I honestly think that's what it must be. And all the times I've tried to read up on what might cause that to happen, the only thing I can really see is if the game crashes, there can be map errors. And I think that's going to be what it has to be. Is that one of the many times this game crashed here recently, it must have just taken that chunk and put it over here. So, also at the start of this episode, I forgot, but we got Ruben, which I'm wondering now if he could have escaped the house, because he got in, I'm assuming, through here. Like, this is the only point he could have come in, basically, is what I'm saying. And that means he could also go out. So hopefully he did not do that, because he seems like a pretty cool pig. But I've run in here a couple of times to grab stone and cobble, and I have not seen the little guy. So I don't know where the frick he would be, actually. But that goes to water, if you were curious. But yeah, I think we got pretty good progress here. The bridge is pretty much complete, minus like support structures, which we will work towards finishing out. And I'm, again, sadly, I guess not too sadly, because again, I had that finished out. It took away part of the bridge that I had, and we had already had the canal sort of prepared for our future project there. So I'm just going to take that thing down. It's cool, but I mean, I already have one and it's right over there, so there's no need for half of another one that doesn't go anywhere or serve any purpose, because you have to remember, none of this deep river was here, and sadly, I don't have any sponge, so I'm going to have to, like, block by block remove that mess, so that should be fun. But yeah, I think that's where we will end it today, and I'm not going to do any bonus bricks this time, just because, again, I don't have the wall structured just yet. But rest assured, I will be working towards that. And probably as early as next episode, we should be able to crank a few of them out. So if you've been missing the bonus bricks, they are coming back. You can still be a Scholar of Wiisdom. And I will be adding something new for my Twitch affiliate type of a deal. So for people that subscribe on Twitch, we'll be adding something. And there's also this cave that we should probably check out at some point in time in the near future. So again, I've been avoiding caving because the game would just stutter so bad. I was scared to death we'd wind up, lagging out and getting blown up and not having a clue where we really were. And then, of course, not being able to go back because the same thing would happen. So this thing, sadly, is going to come down. I'm going to have to redo it. And, just take because this river is pretty deep, and it's just kind of awkwardly showcased here because of, chunk errors. So, luckily, like I said, we hadn't done anything too crazy in that area that I'm aware of, so all this needs to be gone too. But I'll be working on that stuff, and I will catch you guys back here for the next installment of Wiisdom Plays Minecraft. Again, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, a pretty good holiday weekend here in the U.S. Anyway, everybody else, hope you just had a decent Thursday and a good weekend. And I'm going to start cleaning this up off camera, finish the bridge out, and then we'll come in and hopefully be doing some cool things. So stay tuned, and I will catch you back here in the next one. Adios.